Good evening, sir. This is our review 3 from the team batch 5. Our idea is our startup idea is Agro Pro, which is basically which was basically upon the agricultural laws that came and was repealed right now. But our main idea is to the laws said that the laws mainly focus to remove the middlemen for the farmers, and that's what we are doing. We are we, law said that the farmers could uh, give sell their produce directly to the market, but it would be very disadvantageous for small farmers as they have to manage a farm and also a business, and that's where we come. We are focusing on bringing the market to the farmers and not stressing them to go to the market and sell their produce and making their lives easy. Now I would like to introduce my team. Uh, I am the Chief Executive Officer Nilesh. To help me, I have Managing Director Krishna Chaitanya Reddy. As Chief Technical Officer is Atal Deshan Rajkumar. Our Chief Marketing Officer is Nikhil KP. Our Chief Sales Officer is Nitin DK. Our Chief Financial Officer is Gokul R. Nair. Our Chief Operating Officer is Niharika Gupta. And our Human Resource Manager is Namila Deepak. Now, let me start with my role in this startup idea. I am the Chief Executive Officer, Nilesh, and my main part was to look over the research and legalities of the start the startup and foresee the future of the startup. For that, I first came up with a contract for each and every member of our team to get a fair and fair uh, part in us, so that each and every member get a fair and fair part in our startup involving equity shares, and there no discrepancies in the future. The second part that I have come up with is deciding the type of the category of uh, the category in which our company would fall, which among the four popular categories, main categories, that is proprietorship, partnership, limited liability company, and private limited company, among which we have chosen to be a private limited company because of its many benefits over the others. The next step that we have done is to register ourselves in Startup India as scheme because of its many benefits that we get. For example, savings on tax exemptions laws, and finding of investors for our company and lenders, and uh, we have a government support and research team for our startup. For startup, it will be government certified, so it won't be hard to move ahead. Now, the last part, my part is to foresee the competitiveness that we have in the market. As a startup, it is very necessary to watch over a competition. And fortunately, right now, no startup or any company has this product, this facility in the market. So we are the first. That is our unique feature. And if in the near future we get any competitions, we are very much focused on our logistics and services and facilities that we provide to overcome all the hardships we get. Also, we for the starting phase, we have planned a lot of strategies and plans for the smooth functioning of our startup, among which includes the seminars for farmers because they are the rural farmers and they do not have much knowledge about the technological advancements, and it will be our duty to help them be familiar with our platform, our services, so that they can sell their produce efficiently on our platform and our startup can run efficiently. Now, To further illustrate the idea, explain our idea, I would like to call upon our Chief Technical Officer, that is Patil Garg.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Patil Darshan Rajkumar and I'm the Chief Technical Officer of the Agro Pro. And as this is the technological era where the software is more important than other thing, and due to the COVID-19 pandemic as well, the software utility has grown to a next level. So, as a part of this, we have developed a website which is helpful for the marketing as well. Um, as in the marketing, like the farmers can visit our website and they can see the our services, what we do as a company, and who are the founding members of our company, and they can contact us as well using our website. And apart from this, for the future endeavors, we will be developing a website like Flipkart, where the farmers can sell their products directly to the customers without the middleman. And I shall show the website once. And this is the website which we have developed, and this is index page of the Agro Pro. And this is about us page, like what we will do as a company and what we are doing. And this is our key goal. Farmers are main key persons and as well as the customers, and more concentration is on the farmers so that they can get the benefits. And we have a team of 45 members, and we have we are in 110 number of cities. And yeah, so this is about a space. And our backbone is a Dr. Suraj Kushe Shekhar, who is assistant professor senior in the VIT Velo. And these are the founding members of the Agro Pro, and these are all the members from the Lean Startup Management course. And next, this is our services, what our company do for the benefit of the farmers. Dairy products, fruits and vegetables are the main sector which we are working as for now. We will extend it to the other sectors as well. And next, contact us page where the farmers or the customer can eagerly contact to us by writing their name, email ID, phone numbers as well as the messages. And this is our headquarter on address where they can contact us easily, and these are the various social media handles. And the frequent last question as well has been updated onto the website if anyone has a frequent questions. And the term and conditions, if any violation occurs, then the severe action can be taken against them. And yeah, that's all for the chief technical officer. Next, and hand it over to the chief operating officer Niyarika Gupta.
Hi, I'm Niharika. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of this company. So, as the COO of this company, my basic job was to look after operations of all the tasks and make sure that they aligned with our goals and that we were on time with our project planning and stayed within the budget. So, my team and I held regular meetings to update each other of all the work that was done and to discuss any agendas and any business ideas, mostly following an agile approach. To stay connected, we used online collaboration softwares, which helped us draw out Kanban boards that helped us keep track of our progress. So, when we get our product to the market, we also need to educate our target audience about it so that we are actually able to help people. Our product was built with a motive of helping farmers and common man who bought produce from the market directly. Speaking of one certain instance, to enable a mass interaction and a marketing session for our product, we organized a webinar for farmers. So, as COO, I was supposed to look over the webinars, basically all the tech support, um, any effective ways to reach out to the farmers, perhaps by sending them messages and letting them know that we were even holding the session for them, any kind of documentation which would be useful to generate reports needed by the marketing and our business teams for further analysis, and some sort of inventory. This was basically to keep stock of the local produce. and any other overhead logistics that we had in this event. So, this is how we kept track of any progress that we had in our team regarding any task. I would now like to hand over to our finance head, Gokul Nair.
Yeah, so myself Gokul, the Chief Finance Officer of AgriPro. Being an intermediate source between the farmer and the buyer, our main work lies in handling the agricultural transaction. We are a company based on the web for the buyers and for farmers, we'll be handling them through manpower. So to cut it short, our main expense lies in these 5 points. The first is web tech, second is AgriPro staff, the third is warehouse, fourth the core members, and fifth the marketing team. So coming to the first point, the web tech. When it comes to web tech, the primary cost is in deploying the website on a custom domain. So it will be costing us near about rupees 500, which will be valid for 5 years. Then coming to the database, so the database would cost us rupees 4,000 on a monthly basis. Then we need to hire two web developers who can look after our front end as well as back end. So we need to pay them near about rupees 1.5 lakhs on monthly basis. Then coming to the next is the AgriPro staffs. So while we're talking about farmers, nearly 30 to 50% of them won't be aware about the new technological stuff. So we need to make them aware about this stuff, the new offers we bring, and the new updates we are bringing to our platform. So for that, we will be hiring the AgriPro staffs. So the AgriPro staffs will be looking after such sort of things. So we'll be paying them near about rupees 35,000 on a monthly basis and an overhead expense of rupees 5,000. So this overhead expense of 5,000 is provided them for the traveling expense and etc. Then coming to the warehouse. So once the contract is done with the farmer, we need to take the stuff or the product from the farmer and shift it to our warehouse. So the warehouse would cost us in ideal condition about 13 to 30 rupees per square feet, and it would cost us rupees 10,000 as an overhead expense and 15 to 25,000 for guards which we need to keep at the warehouse. Then coming to the marketing section. So marketing our product is really important to make everyone aware about AgriPro. Since our business is oriented to adults of age 30 and above, so main marketing lies in old standard procedures. So these old standard procedures are newspaper ads, which would cost us near about rupees 4,000 to 10,000, call awareness, which would cost us near about rupees 45, Facebook post, which will be like rupees 100, and TV ads. But in the initial stage, we won't be going with the TV ads. In the secondary stage, we'll be trying to getting into the TV ads and all. Then comes the core team. Our core team consists of 8 members, so we'll be providing them a minimum wage of 25,000 to each member. So when we take a total sum of all these amounts, it comes to near about rupees 23 lakhs. That means we need rupees 23 lakhs on a monthly basis to run our startup. And as a startup, we need to look after 2 year progress. So for 2 years, it will be costing us near about rupees 6 crore. So how will we getting sponsorship for some sort of funding for our startup? So we are planning to get funding from angel investors, venture capitalists, seeding companies. In the initial stage, we would discard the option of getting loans from banks. The reasons to go with seeding accelerators is that they can provide us huge amounts with the least interest possible. Thus, for initial push, this would be an amazing opportunity for us. Other than that, we can also go with diluting our shares. Like on a general purpose, like we can dilute near about 70% of our company, but in the initial stage, we'll be only diluting 15% of our company. So if we are diluting 15% of company and dividing each share, like each person into 1 lakh shares, that will be costing rupees 90 rupees for each share. So for a 2 year purpose, we need 6 crore plus funding, and on a monthly purpose, it will be like 23 lakhs. So to now I'll be handing over to the Chief Marketing Officer, Nikhil Kumar.
Thank you, Gokul. So I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of AgroPro, and my main duty was to define a marketing strategy. And the first step to defining a marketing strategy is to come up with our target market and target customers, because having a clear idea of what our brand's main target market is it is the one of the first steps, and it is one of the most important point of views to showcase what our company is capable of and what our company aims to do. So as we'll be creating a brand loyalty among farmers and customers, we hope to start with the first 10 agricultural states of India, the top 10 agricultural states of India. And as for our target customers, we'll be looking forward to connect to both farmers and customers, as we hope to bridge the gap between both and deliver fresh groceries from farm directly to the customers. Now, as for the marketing strategy, our marketing strategy consists of the following four P's. The first one being product, which is which states that while our application is still one of a kind, and it has a noble aim to help the farmers by eliminating the need of a middleman, there are other aspects that needs attention. We need a smooth and attractive UI/UX design to make it easy for the farmers and customers to traverse across our app and successfully search for the feature they are looking for. Next, it's the pricing of our app. So, being a startup, we are going to publish our app on every app store available for better reach, and it will be a free app available to everyone. And this way, we'll try to create a foothold in the community. The next P that will be taken care of in the marketing strategy is the promotions. To start with, we'll use some grounded techniques, and that is post ads in newspapers that are popular in the top 10 states that we are trying to reach. Then we can have pamphlets distributed to people to help them get aware of our platform. And to reach the consumers, we can use social medias like uh, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And we can post advertisements on televisions as well. Other thing that is being taken care of in promotions is that we'll try to have a more personal connection to the farmers, and so we'll take help of various panchayat heads of each village to get a personal connection, to get a personal touch to the farmers that will be helping, and let them be aware of what our app is and how we aim to help them and how we aim to get them the most profit that they should be getting. The next P that will be taken care of is placement. So as mentioned already that our app aims to help the farmers. We aim to launch our app in the top 10 agricultural states of India, like Chandigarh and Haryana and West Bengal, etc. This will be a stage one plan for our startup. We won't be just stopping right there. This will just help us to create a name for ourselves, to grab a place in the market, in this competitive market, and then we'll use that to our advantage and will further expand to other states as well. And this will make our plan for further expansion even easier. Now, I'd like to hand over this presentation to our Chief Sales Executive, Nitin.
Thank you, Nikhil. As a chief sales officer, the basic thing that I have to do is convert the marketing strategy into the sales strategy, which would be marketed such that people would buy our product. The main things that we would be doing is, first of all, if the marketing team would be targeting audience such as who would be searching terminologies such as fresh food, diet, farmers, weight loss, and so that such that it would increase our sales much more. The other thing is that at the beginning of our launch, we would be giving promotional officers offers to farmers of us taking 0% commission and stuff, such that we could compete against the major competitors right now who are like Amazon Pantry and Big Basket. The other option is that we would be also proposing a subscription model for our frequent customers, such that they could take a subscription and get free deliveries. The two deliveries that we would be proposing is, one is normal delivery and another is speedy delivery, which is nothing but the normal delivery is 2 days from the date of placing order, and speedy delivery would be the next day of placing the order. As a whole, we would have a minimum base cut value of 250 rupees needed to be uh, kept such that the order could be placed. To increase the sales, we would be hiring a lot of sales officers, And these officers would be trained in such a way, in a method known as Sandler sales method, which encourages the salespeople to act as a reliable, trustworthy source, such that the buyer itself will convince the seller to sell. To get to this point, we would be going, the sales officers would be having an in-depth, heart-to-heart discussion beyond the technical issues, and focusing on the positive impact of how farmers and what our product creates to the actual buyers, which are nothing but the general public. Sorry, who are nothing but the general public, who are going to the market to buy fresh produces. The main thing that we would be doing is the going to the next slide, please. Yeah, the different types of sales and distributed channels are, one is website, other is application. So currently, from our website we would be getting a percentage sales of 65%, and from our application we could approximately say that it would be around 35%. The convenience of website is nothing but it can be used through any smart devices which is having an internet source, and likewise for the same as an application can be run by any smart devices right now present. And that's it. I would be handing over my this presentation to our human resource person, Namal Deepak Ram.
Yeah, thank you, Nitin. I'm Namala Deepkram. As a HR manager, my duties are going to be the one human resource planning. I am responsible for planning and achieving organizational objectives. I usually engage in identifying, preparing, and executing business goals with top level executives. And the second one is job analysis and design. Job description, employee's position in the organization, where the employee should report to, and resources the employee will need to perform, and yeah, work schedules, salaries, and incentives, etc. And coming to the next part, recruitments, finding and hiring the right talent is very like a complex process, and the required employee skill set we're going to consider is proficiency in work, fluency in communication, body language, presentation, skills, human values, and coming to next, training and development. Hiring the best candidate is just half the job. I, as a HR, need to train and upskill them to maximize their return on investment. And the next one, design workplace policies. It is essential for HR manager to design workplace policies to reduce conflicts, legal issues, and improve employee productivity. Standard operating procedures such as anti-harassment and non-discrimination, paid leaves, sick leaves, and meal break periods, etc. And the next one is monitor performance. And like I'll be closely monitoring, training, examining employee performance records to identify the scopes of improvement and arranging training. 93% of employees say professional growth is a priority. And the next one is maintain work culture. As a HR manager, it is my responsibility to shape and maintain organization culture. Besides, a person performance depends largely on the environment he's working in. It it enhances it enhances the overall brand image and spread positivity throughout the organization. And design workplace policies. It is essential for HR manager to design workplace policies to reduce conflicts, legal issues, and improve employee productivity. And the next is resolve conflict. In every organization, employee comes from diverse backgrounds, and when people with opposite opinions meet, the chances of having a conflict rise significantly. Whether the issue is between two employees or an employee and the management, it's the HR manager who has to intervene and resolve it. Depending on the type of conflict, I, as a HR, also hold the right to fire an employee. And the next is ensure health and safety of employee. Employees are the assets of the organizations. Unless they are safe and healthy, they won't be able to give their best to the company. The way we plan for our employees' health and safety varies from company to company. For instance, for organizations that provide cab services to their staff, I as a HR need to make sure that they are coming or like reaching safely. Rewards and incentives. Lastly, I need to reward employees based on their performance and other factors like punctuality. The biggest benefit of rewarding workers is that it creates a desire for other employees to excel at their job. Is the hope of getting incentives. The type of rewards and incentives could be anything such as holidays packages, promotions, or bonuses. And next, moving on to SWOT analysis, the strengths of our company are going to be like will satisfy human needs. Skilled employee, we are having skilled employees, and it's close to consumers and fast communication transactions, time saving, and our weaknesses are customers already have strong attachments to existing food suppliers and supermarkets. So, like we cannot cope up with them, and if the yield is low, farmers quote a higher price for the products in order to overcome their cost of production. And where opportunities are like online shopping growing, increasing popularly, like wherever you can see online shopping or like it's increasing and providing large area of products and the threats are going to be if we don't show up the set profit and growth there is a threat of losing our investors and and yeah, risk analysis. Yeah, and this is the risk analysis I made to analyze the future risk for our company. And thank you. And our managing director, yeah, and our managing director Krishna Chaitanya Reddy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hello, this is Krishna Chaitanya Reddy. I am the managing director of AgroPro. So, coming to the products and service, and we developed a website in which people can buy vegetables and groceries directly from the farmers without any middleman involved. We deliver all the items which have been ordered by the customers. We have a very simple yet amazing interface for the app and website, which is very useful for both the farmers and the users of the application. And our services include farmers directly selling to the people who are the users of our app, which ensures the quality and worth for the giving price. We also provide crop advisors to farmers, which means advising farmers on which crop they can grow on the basis of people's requirement. And we also have quality testing centers where we will test the quality of the product which has come from the farmer. Since we include storage, transformation, and delivery of the goods, we have all these services. And coming to the competitors, next slide. Yeah, competition. as we know, as a chance that we are in business, we have some competitors present in the business world, and it is important to keep up our situation in the market to be consistent in front of the compute. We are acting as a platform for the farmers to sell and buyers to buy groceries. There are some competitors for the domain like AgriBazaar, Crow Farm, etc. But these competitors have services only in limited cities, which is a major advantage for us to spread our wings and go furthermore and provide our services even in towns. We can start our business without any obstacles. The business we are going start has been started by other companies but in only limited cities and limited services. We want to implement our business with every vast opportunities and service to the people. The competitors have not been giving the services which we plan to give to the sellers and the buyers. This gives us more potential reach and brand value. Many of the towns and cities right now post COVID-19 pandemic are suffering to buy groceries and also because of increase in the prices. The main reason for this middleman, our main agenda is to remove the concept of middleman and directly connect the people with the farmers without our intervention. And that's it. We thank our LSM faculty for giving us this opportunity in developing the idea of a startup. We would also like to thank him for teaching us different methods and correcting our mistakes throughout this journey. Thank you.